Hey everyone, thank you for checking out today's video. So today I'm talking about this, which is John Petrucci's most recent signature guitar with Music Man, and this is his Majesty, and it's I believe the Monarchy series. So for anyone, if there is anyone who doesn't know who John Petrucci is, he's the lead guitarist, and I think he's the only guitarist in Dream Theatre. I'm not 100%. My Dream Theatre trivia is not great, but I'm fairly certain he's the only guitarist in Dream Theatre. Someone can let me know in the comments. So we've just had some tone playthroughs on the tone playthrough video. I'm going to do some demonstrations of what the pickups sound like. I will go into that, but I'm not going to spend ages on that, because I would say if you're serious about spending this kind of money on a guitar, I would implore you to go and actually try it out in person and make a decision on that, rather than based on what you hear in an overly compressed YouTube video. So we will get to pickup demonstrations, but what I want to focus mainly on is the specs on this guitar that perhaps aren't immediately obvious, because I suppose on the face of it, it's a cool looking guitar, but apart from the extra 3-point toggle, which I'll talk about in a second, it kind of looks like fairly standard controls, and there's a whole host of other things going on here that aren't immediately obvious. So that's what I want to talk about. So to begin with the specs, we have got Schaller Locking tuners and a fast car outside. We've got Schaller Locking tuners. We've got compensated nut to keep the intonation perfect. Then we've got mirrored shield inlays going down the 24 frets. We've got a really flat radius on this. It's 17 inches, so almost no kind of curvature that you can feel under your fingers. It feels very flat. Moving this way now, we've got the Sonic Ecstasy pickups by Dimarzio, which I think are his signature ones. And then we've got the 2-point Music Man bridge here, and then mahogany body, Honduran mahogany body, and then we've got this flame maple shield on the cap there, if that's picking up in the camera. This flame maple shield running down the middle of it, which is a nice feature. So on to the electronics now. So we've got two 3-way toggle switches. So this one is our pickup selector, so it's a fairly standard kind of bridge, middle, neck that we've seen on lots of 3-way guitars. This one is for the Piezo. So for anyone who's not familiar with the Piezo, or Piezo, I'm not sure which one, how you would pronounce it, one of the two, whichever you use. It's acoustic simulation basically on an electric guitar. So you can be playing your parts on electric, and you can either send it to a PA or an acoustic amp, and it'll come out as similar to like a plugged in acoustic. And you can do that either via mono cable, so everything's going to the same output, or you can have a splitter cable whereby you can send your magnet output of your pickups to your amp or your Axe effects or whatever it might be using, or your Kemper, and you could send your acoustic signal to an acoustic amp, or maybe like a preamp like a Fishman or something like that. But like I say, you can use it mono. So this switch is for all the way down is our magnetic pickups. So we're on the bridge at the minute, so that's our magnets. Then if I flick it to the middle, that blends the Piezo in. So you can hear a little bit more kind of acoustic quality coming in there. Just volumes up on full on both. And then if I go to the top now, this is just the Piezo, so this is the acoustic simulation. It's got a much more acoustic quality now. So we've got master volume for the pickups here, master volume for the Piezo there, and then obviously when we blend them, if you wanted, say 75% magnets and 25% Piezo, you just turn the Piezo halfway down. Now, because I've got a mono signal going here, everything's being affected the same way. If I had the splitter cable, I could have the acoustic running as like a clean acoustic and then run the distortion through the magnets, which would be a nice effect. So you are the only guitarist in a band, it can kind of have a nice layering effect. So now I'll give you an idea of what the pickups sound like. So I'm on a clean setting at the minute. So this is bridge pickup. Middle pickup. And neck pickup. And I'll do the same thing with some gain. So I'm using a Noble's ODR1 for the overdrive. So back to the bridge again. middle. And neck. So the other cool feature we've got now on the master volume is we've got a 20 dB gain boost. We can actually alter that, but we've got, if I pop that out, it gives us a big boost in output, so it kind of negates the need for a, just turn that down a sec while I'm talking, negates the need for a boost pedal when you're doing solos. So basically just makes everything louder, so it probably won't translate as well outside of a track context, but it's basically the same thing but louder. So if I was to go, you can hear that boost in output there. That brings us on to this next push. So I should point out we've got push-push on here as well, which is a bit nicer than push-pull, I find, because instead of having to do this and kind of find it when you're mid-gig, you can just tap it, which I didn't do very well there. I'm trying to be gentle with it. I'm going to send it back in a few days. But it's much easier to push-push than I find push-pull anyway. So on the middle one now, we've got push-push again, which is if I'm on my middle pickup, still on magnets here, so this is sending it to the middle pickup. I can actually coil split this now. So it gives us like a split coil sound. So there's a little bit more clarity on there. And so I'll push that back in. And then finally I'm going to flip this over. Turn the volume down while I do so. And I'm not sure if it's picking it up on the camera there, but we've got, this is magnet boost, we've got magnet and piezo mix, and then we've got piezo treble, piezo bass, so we can actually adjust all the parameters of these. So say you want to adjust the EQ on your acoustic setting, sorry, we can boost the bass, we can boost the treble, we can alter the mix and the balance between the magnets and the acoustic, and we can also boost, that's for the push-push that we've got on the master volume. You can control it going from 0 to 20 dB of extra volume. And I think that's about everything covered on here. So I'll put another tone playthrough to finish. If you did enjoy the video, please let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe. And if you click the little bell, that'll let you know whenever I put up a new video. I'm hoping to get some more of these kind of guitar reviews done. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know if you didn't like it. And hopefully I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching.